Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dream Garden tutorials. So the first lesson we created this square rectangle and did some lines in between, taking the line for a walk, and generated our site. We then blew it up into a bigger sheet and had it submitted and got some comments, and this is the site that we're going to work with. So for this lesson we're going to start zoning out our areas of our garden. So I've taken the outline of a site and I've drawn it 4 times on a bit of paper. And this is just going to be the start of a very quick, loose process of zoning off our garden, thinking about the things that we want to include. So just to go back to our brief, we needed to have a dining area, so I'm just going to write dining slash barbecue. We needed to have a playing area, so I'll just write play, vegetables, and the last thing we needed was some sort of water feature or pond. So I'm just going to write water there. Now, if you've got more, then by all means add that onto your list just to keep you right. This just means that I can refer back to that list and make sure I'm including everything that I want to include. Okay, so I'm going to start in the top left-hand corner here and start thinking about zoning off shapes. Now, if you looked at the other video that we've posted online, he does bubbles like so. So I'm going to start off doing something loose like that as well, and thinking about where bubbles can go. Got this large space down at the front here, and then a little bit of leftover space here. So now we can start thinking about what these are going to be. So this large could be the playing area, just give a lot of space. We've got vegetables could go in this corner, again needing a lot of space. So I'll just write vegetables there, and then perhaps close to the house, this could be a dining, a barbecue, and left over with the water feature. Now we've got these basic shapes and we could start maybe just introducing elements, how they could be linked. Got that curve linking all three here. That could be a path, couldn't it? The path could swing round to the back of the vegetable garden. And you can see something starting to happen, shapes starting to form, paths and things like that starting to get included in there. And as you can see, I've got the dining, play, vegetables, and water included in that. So that's really all we're looking for the first idea, the development. It's just a loose sketch to come up with some sort of shape or pattern that you might want to play with when it comes to designing. Now, going back to my research, I did a sheet on the formal garden. So let's see how we could work this shape into a formal arrangement. So first thing I'm going to look at, and you might want to try this, is play with the outlines of your site and see what you can create here. So I'm going to extend this line over and then maybe use this line. What happens if I take it from that point? And then we've got another angle that we could use here as well, and that maybe that could cut across there, but can maybe split this up as well. Now remember what the formal arrangement, a lot of the things I identified were focal points, so maybe that could be like a water feature, a fountain or something as a focal point, and then we can have paths leading through the centre of that. And then it creates this arrangement of, these could be vegetable gardens, couldn't they? Veg, veg, veg. I'll put a path down the front of the house so it's not there. So things are starting to take shape, and then we can maybe extend this path along here, and this could be our play area just off the house as well. And then between the play area and the vegetable plot, we could have our dining area. Now, you see what I'm doing there? I'm using the lines of the site to form the shape and create something and generate an idea from that. So that's the next one. I'm just going to put formal there just to remind myself what we've been doing. The last one, the second last one, sorry, Japanese influence was something that I looked at and something that I could try here. So let's see, maybe keep it simple on this stage and there was a lot of contrast, wasn't there, in Japanese gardens, but it's also a sort of feeling of nature as well. So this could be quite straight and strict with the shape, quite formal, but then maybe something a bit more natural up here, and I could do something with stepping stones uh, sweeping around, something like that, and then that could be our water feature in the corner here, stepping stones going over, but then we could have a bridge between the two, so that could actually be stepping stones from the house, but it could also be a stream that flows through into the water feature itself. And then I could do some sort of veg growing and play area here, nice and straight and square, and have the dining area within the natural feeling part of it. So all this could be gravel, but we're not going into the detail of that. It's just about creating the shape and generating the idea. So I think that's how I might want this, and this could be our pond or our water feature there, a nice little bridge connecting the two separate areas, and we've covered all the boxes there and all the bases there as well. And the last one is maybe the modern. This might be the more difficult one. Modern gardens are a lot about straight lines and clean edges, aren't they? So let's see what we could do. Going back to the research sheets that I did, there's a lot of raised areas and decks. So that could be something with different platforms here. So this could be the dining. Could put a barbecue on that. Maybe have some sort of pond or water feature there. Maybe who knows? Veg next to the kitchen, possibly depending on the layout of the house. So I might want to extend that line and just use the lines of the site again. It's almost like a formal arrangement, but we're being a bit more creative with it, and not so much creating a pattern, but just connecting things. So I might do. This is quite a large area left over as well. So using this line here, could we take a path across just to split it up a little bit, and then that could maybe be a big swimming pool or something. So then we've got play area and water feature combined, couldn't it? And you see a lot of pools in modern gardens, and then this could just be a lawn, which is an extension of the play area. So yeah, it's just about generating shapes, thinking about where things go. We're not looking at the detail on this task. So start off by doing 4 outlines on the same sheet of your plot, and generating ideas like this, nice and loose, where things could go. Okay.